to Code with Kaleem. In today's video, we are not going to learn new thing. In fact, we're going to use the stuff that I already explained in my previous videos. This will be a small task. In this, we will cover that how we can make a text box and button, and how to add task on button click, and how to show list of tasks, and how to remove items from to-do list. Now let's jump into this and do the practical work. First of all, we will make one input type here, and for that we will make an input tag. In this we will make one type is equal to text, and in this I will make a one placeholder, enter new task, and for this I will set up the task ID. That how then going forward that we will use this task to get the value of this whatever the user will enter, right? And after that I will make a one button here, and in this I will make it clickable, and for this I will make one function, for instance, with the name of add task. And then you know that if I have to get the value that whatever user is entering, then I can get that value by using the task dot value. In this way I can get the value, right? And here I will just mention add task. So but you know that we're getting some error because add task is a function that is not defined yet. So for that one we will go to this .ts file, and here we will define the add task. For add task you can just define it, for instance, item or any, it could be any type. So for this one, first of all, let me show you console.info that how whenever you will enter any information, that how it will looks, right? So for that, let's see that how it will look. So you can see it here that is coming up. So let me first show you by do inspect on this. So purchase jam, for instance, you can see that is coming up, purchase jam. So it's adding, right? And if I add click again, that's two items has been added. So purchase for instance purchase milk, right, and bring yogurt. So you can see that whatever the value I'm entering, that is it's showing it here. It means that we can now save this information. So now let's jump into this and save this. And before that, let me add some br tags here. So for br, and after that we will now play with this value. So for this, what we can do, that we can define a one list here, and list could be anything. List could be any, for instance, it could be any, right? And now how we will save this information, for instance, we can just use this dot list dot push. If you have to enter or save any information in a list, then you will use the push here, right? So for this, first I will define the id, and what will be the id? This dot list dot length will be the id, right? We can use that one. And name could be item. So whatever the item is coming up, so we can define it there, right? So the list will be added here, right? Now next thing is how we can remove that list, right? So first of all, before remove that, first we will see that how we can display the list. So let's see that how we can display the list. To display the list, you can just use the ul unordered list. That for that one you can just use the ng4 is equal to let item of list, and after that you can just define the one li tag, and here you can use the item dot name. Why I'm using the item dot name? You can, if you notice that one, that I already defined this attribute item dot name, so I can use it to display this information. So now let's see that whether it's working or not. So what is an error? So this is an error that I not save everything, so that's why. So now let's move it again and try to use this. Purchase milk, you can see that items are coming up here. Bring yogurt, Bring t. So it means that list is coming up. So now we have to remove this list as well, right? So for that one, you can just define it. You can just define remove task here. For instance, you can just define a one button here. In this, you can just define a banana brackets and just write one function. What could be the function? Remove task, for instance, right? And task will be remove task. So in here you can just send the id, and you know that id is already exist here. If you notice this one, this is the id attribute that I'm using there. So now, but next question is that why we're getting error there? Because the remove task is not mentioned, and id will be number. Remember this, because this is a length. So that's why I will define that I'm expecting a number. So first of all, I will just use this console.info and will display the id, and we'll see that whether it is working or not. So okay, so what is an error now? Is still showing some error. So why it is coming up like this? That we define item.id, and now let's try and test this. So let me add purchase yogurt, purchase milk, for instance. I'm adding this, and after that bring bread, right? And I'm going to remove this purchase. You can see that the zero id is removed. I can remove this as well, right? So ids are coming up. So it's mean now let's update the list properly. How we can do that? For that, you can just define, you can just update the list. For that, you can just define this dot list is equal to this dot list, and after this dot list dot filter, and in that you can just define item, and here you can define item dot id not equal to id. Then this list will be updated. Now let's try this one. Bring bread, purchase milk, bring chocolates, okay, and bring toffees. Now you can just purchase milk. You can see here that list has been updated. You can remove this, the second one, and this is the 0, and you can remove the entire list as well. So you can see here that we have successfully able to make a to-do list and to-do task list, and we successfully able to add a task and able to remove the task from our edit list. So I hope that you guys able to understand this stuff. If you have any question, you can just comment inside under this video, and I will get back to you on this one. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.